So that's what I call the farm bot array, what you just saw. And I guess that's a working title. I just made it up. And you have these campgrounds in the middle. Very, very nice. This might be slightly farther away from the actual Ark. It's pretty close right now. A little too close. And here's some mathematics we can go over. Each farm bot has an area of 4 feet by 300 feet. Because the one axis, it can just run back and forth down very, very easily. You have 19 sections with 18 each by 1200, which is the 400 times 300. You get 410,000 square feet, which is only really 10 acres. It's not as impressive as one might think, given all of this impressive displays, right? But you have, at a cost of $2,000 per farm bot, that's $685,000 for the whole array, or $1.67 per square foot. Then you mix in these apple trees, or just fruit trees in general, right? Could be any kind of fruit. And you have 1,444 fruit trees also in this array. And what's nice is if you have plants that need partial shade, you can just use the fruit trees to give you that partial shade. Right now it doesn't work out too great, but you can have like two farm bots, fruit trees, 2 farm bots, fruit trees, 2 farm bots, fruit trees. And that would give you a lot of nice partial shade. This is more of a full sun type of arrangement for a lot of the plants. So yeah, and then I think harvesting has to be done by hand, but everything else the farm bot handles automatically. Really incredible technology. Kind of shocking that you don't see it more often. I think it's a really big deal in the future. It's a really big deal moving forward. It even pulls weeds, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'll check their website, but it does like planting seeds. It does watering. It does all of that stuff, and it's programmable too. You can program your what plants you want, your harvest, all that stuff. So really an amazing technology that I saw a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago now. And why not? Why would we not take advantage of brilliant technology made by brilliant people? Right? It doesn't make sense. And it's kind of a cool spot to put it. It's kind of a nice addition. Once again, this might be even bigger. This might be much larger, and it might be slightly farther away, kind of near like the Be Not Afraid. So then you have more room for campsites and gardens and flowers and even man-made hills and stuff like this. So it might be moved up to the Be Not Afraid and then made like 4 times larger than it actually is. I just didn't want to hurt my PC more than it already is hurting with this scene. So yeah, some things to look forward to. I may be doing the point of the diamond. Something to really look for. I'll try and make it really exciting. I was also going to do like a Tower of Babel, so this is south facing right here. So that if I built the Tower of Babel right here, it would cast a shadow on the city, which is what I don't want to do. That's just rude. So I'm going to do it on the north side so I don't cast a shadow on the rest of the city. But I was thinking of making a Tower of Babel. And just really gorgeous. Something I actually planned in like 2019. Making a Tower of Babel out of these modular blocks. Which would actually be very, very simple and very, very affordable. What? Also, I'm not completely sold on the wings. Right? Don't they just take up a lot of room around the Ark? Like, this area around the Ark is precious. This is precious land. This is high value land. Because you walk outside the ark and there you are, right? So the solar panel arrays in the shape of wings was kind of a joke. I might move them out farther. I might move them away farther, just like 200 yards or something. Not anything crazy. But I don't know if I want them in this prime real estate, right? This is prime real estate. And then this is prime real estate right here. This is also prime real estate. So I was going to move this up more. And then maybe build my Tower of Babel right here. So something like this. This is a very poor representation. And honestly, I don't even know how much how much more horsepower my computer can take at this point. If I do these two sections, that's probably pushing the limit. And then I'm going to have to wait till I get rich and buy another new computer and retire this one. So this computer has like a very low-end 6-core CPU. It's got like, I think 32 gigabytes RAM, so 2 gigabytes of video RAM. So it's not like, it's like a medium-end PC. It would be a high-end PC like 2 years ago. Maybe. But this is the Tower of Babel right here. It might even be larger than this. It's going to have quite the slope. And it will look over the rest of the city. But not cast a shadow, because once again, that's just rude. That's just egotistical, isn't it? To cast a shadow on everyone. Especially if people go outside to... Wow, that's quite the view. That's going to be nice. That's the view from your house. So... yeah, you don't want to cast a shadow on people. But then if you look this way, you could have like a giant, you can make a giant sundial, which I think would be kind of cool. over these green areas. But not the city once again. And then this, I don't know what this will be. This might be like a water park. I was thinking maybe something like a water park would be amazing. A big one, too. Not a small water park, but a huge water park. And really go nuts with it. And then this might be just like a strip down the middle. Just keep this. It's only 3 hexagons wide. So I actually have my arc entrance right here, which wouldn't really make sense as the entrance anymore, would it? But maybe I'll put like one entrance here and then like one entrance here. There's gonna have to be a lot of entrances. I would say maybe like, so you have to man the entrances with security. So it costs money to have entrances. Not a lot of money, but you know, paying like 2 guys, you know, $10 an hour or something. So, because it's an easy job, you don't want to pay them too much. So, like people just like come and go, scan their cards, stuff like that. They get these little cards, magnetic strips, right? Very simple. So, maybe, how many entrances do we want here? 6, maybe? 8? Something like that. You don't want more than that, because then you just have too many security guards. So, and remember, we have to pay these security guards with our feces and urine. so we can't have too many security guards. But anyway, that's something to look forward to for the second half of this year, I would say, for the next like 3 months. I might get that done in the next 3 months. And unfortunately, this might might push us past the 144,000 mark, which I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of a painful thing. I was also thinking of maybe starting a sister city, like right here. And that starts from 0, so you can get 144,000 here, and then just connect directly with the train. And that's still, those are 2 separate arcologies. So I can get to 144,000 here, and then 144,000 here. And if I have 2 full arcs in one Blender file, then I will definitely need a top-of-the-line PC. This one is never going to cut it. So, yeah. I guess, I haven't even started thinking of the second arc, the sister arc. But eventually I will want one, because 144,000 people is not going to be enough. I may even want 3 arcs in the form of a triangle. And each arc has like a unique kind of shape and flavor to it. So like, you have this roundabout here, you might put another arc here and another arc here. Or you might put one arc here, one arc here, and one arc here, with the roundabout in the middle. That would be even better. See, all of these things, these are all things to consider before you even start building the first foundation of the first hexagon, right? Right? This is all things you need to consider for your grand vision. And then if you have 3 arcs here, or you could have your 1 arc here, 1 arc here, and 1 arc here, and then you can even build, later on, build 3 more here. So then you have 6 arcs with your roundabout as the focal point. Your freight roundabout. And this is only it's only 2 tracks wide. You might want 3 you might want 3 tracks at that point or something. I don't know. I'm not really an expert on freight rail. So I would probably have to consult with someone at that point. Say like, is this gonna work? I really don't know enough about this. It's always important to know where your ignorance lies, or what you're ignorant of. A very important skill that a lot of people don't. Their hubris, their narcissism gets in the way, right? I'm talking about hubris as I'm designing like 6 metropolises by myself. But yeah, that would be really impressive, right? And then you have 6 times 144,000. You're very close to 1 million people in this tiny little spot. And at that point, you're done. Like, just move on. You have 1 million people. Just move on. Like, it's time to move on to some other region, some other locality. I don't like huge cities. Like, what are we thinking, building huge cities? It's just a bad idea, you know? I really think 1 million should be like the upper limit for any city, any metropolitan area. And this is even if you're doing arcologies, even if you're separating the arcologies into blocks of 144,000. Even still, 1 million people should be like the upper limit, right? Right? What are we thinking? Are we thinking? It would be kind of cool to have 6 arcs right in the same spot. That would be kind of nice. And then you could say, oh, what arc do you live in, right? What arc are you from? Oh, I'm from this arc. And then you don't have too much cross-pollination, because then you just drowned in people. You're just drowning in people at that point. That's the whole point of separating cities into groups of 144,000 people. I made a whole video on it, but it's very low in the main playlist, so you may have missed it. It's called Nodal City Limits. It talks about how once you pass a certain threshold for city size, it is psychologically damaging. You feel like you're just drowning in a sea of humanity. And even if you have a high density city like this, if you can keep it down to like 100,000 people or like 50,000 people, it feels like a small town. Even if you have massive population density. The population density really doesn't matter. What matters is the size of the total city unit or the total city node. That's what really matters. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there because I'm starting to ramble and get off topic. So I hope you enjoyed the farm bot, which is the whole point of this video. Got a little sidetracked. Thank you and have a nice day.